Imagine a leaf so powerful it could topple empires and forge new ones. This is the story of tea, not just a drink, but a force that shaped civilizations. From ancient China to the modern world, tea has been at the heart of trade, conflict, and cultural exchange. Our journey begins in ancient China, where tea was first discovered. According to legend, Emperor Shennong, the divine farmer, accidentally brewed tea leaves around 2737 BCE. Initially used as medicine, tea gradually became a staple in Chinese culture. During the Tang dynasty, tea culture flourished. Lu Yu wrote the Classic of Tea, the first comprehensive book on tea cultivation and preparation. Tea became integral to Buddhist monasteries, aiding meditation, and spread through scholarly circles. The Song dynasty refined tea culture with powdered tea and the famous tea competitions. Elaborate rituals developed, making tea a symbol of sophistication. Tea houses emerged as social hubs, connecting people across classes. Tea's journey beyond China began with the Silk Road. Caravans carried tea bricks to Central Asia, where it became a valuable commodity. Tibetan butter tea, made with fermented tea leaves, exemplifies early cultural adaptations. Maritime trade expanded tea's reach. During the Ming Dynasty, Chinese junks sailed to Southeast Asia, carrying tea to ports like Malacca. European traders, hearing tales of this exotic drink, grew curious and eager to acquire it. In the 17th century, Portuguese and Dutch traders brought tea to Europe. Initially a luxury for the elite, it captivated aristocrats. Catherine of Braganza, a Portuguese princess, popularized tea in England after marrying King Charles II. Britain's obsession with tea grew rapidly. By the 18th century, tea replaced ale as the national drink. The British East India Company monopolized trade, but faced a problem. China demanded silver, draining Britain's reserves. To balance trade, Britain turned to opium. Grown in India, opium was smuggled into China, creating addiction and social decay. The Qing dynasty banned it, leading to tensions that would erupt in war. The First Opium War began in 1839. British forces, superior in naval technology, defeated the Qing dynasty. The Treaty of Nanjing in 1842 forced China to open ports, cede Hong Kong, and pay reparations. Tea fueled colonial expansion. Britain sought to control tea sources, leading to the theft of tea plants from China. Robert Fortune, a Scottish botanist, smuggled tea seeds and knowledge to India in the 1840s. In India, tea plantations transformed landscapes. British companies used indentured labor, often under harsh conditions, to cultivate tea. Assam and Darjeeling became famous tea regions, challenging China's monopoly. Meanwhile, tea played a role in American history. The British Tea Act of 1773 granted the East India Company a monopoly on tea sales to the colonies. Colonists, angered by taxation without representation, protested fiercely. The Boston Tea Party in 1773 was a direct response. Colonists disguised as Mohawks boarded ships and dumped tea into the harbor. This act of defiance escalated tensions, contributing to the American Revolution. Back in China, the Second Opium War erupted in 1856. Britain and France sought further concessions after the Arrow incident. The conflict ended with the Treaty of Tianjin, opening more ports and legalizing opium. Tea trade continued to shape global economies. Clipper ships raced from China to Britain, with the fastest voyages earning premium prices. The Cutty Sark, a famous clipper, symbolizes this era of maritime competition. In Japan, tea culture developed independently with the tea ceremony, or chanoyu. Influenced by Zen Buddhism, it emphasized simplicity and mindfulness. Tea became a tool for diplomacy and social harmony. The 19th century saw tea become a global commodity. Innovations like tea bags and instant tea made it accessible worldwide. Advertising campaigns, like those for Lipton, created mass markets. Tea also influenced social movements. In Britain, the temperance movement promoted tea as a wholesome alternative to alcohol. Tea breaks became institutionalized in workplaces, boosting productivity. During World War I, tea was vital for morale. Governments rationed and supplied tea to troops, providing comfort in trenches. Tea canteens became symbols of home and resilience. In the 20th century, tea politics continued. The Indian independence movement used tea boycotts against British rule. Figures like Mahatma Gandhi promoted Swadeshi, encouraging local tea production. China's tea industry faced challenges during the Cultural Revolution. Traditional tea culture was suppressed as bourgeois. However, it revived in the Reform era, with tea becoming a symbol of national pride. Today, tea is a multi-billion-dollar industry. China remains the largest producer, but countries like India, Kenya, and Sri Lanka are major players. Global trade networks ensure tea reaches every corner of the world. Tea ceremonies persist as cultural treasures. In China, Gongfu tea emphasizes skill and artistry. In Japan, Chanoyu continues to teach mindfulness. These traditions connect past and present. Health trends have boosted tea's popularity. Green tea, rich in antioxidants, is promoted for wellness. Studies link tea consumption to reduced risks of heart disease and cancer, echoing its ancient medicinal origins. Tea has also inspired art and literature. From Chinese poetry to British novels like Alice in Wonderland, tea appears as a motif. It symbolizes hospitality, reflection, and sometimes subversion. Environmental issues now challenge tea cultivation. Climate change affects yields in regions like Assam. Sustainable farming practices are being adopted to preserve this ancient industry for future generations. The digital age transforms tea culture. Online communities share brewing techniques, while e-commerce platforms sell rare teas worldwide. Virtual tea ceremonies connect enthusiasts across borders. Tea's legacy in warfare endures. The term Tea Party is used in modern protests, recalling the Boston Tea Party. Trade disputes over tea tariffs show its ongoing economic significance.